Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Good morning, farmers. We have reached September 12th. There's Rex. Still happy as can be, but it's time to start seeding. Time to get to work. Yeah, the wife is sleeping. Food's good. Weather's good. So the first thing I want to do is actually check on the greenhouse, because I really haven't done much other than just, I don't want to say skip days, but basically that's what I did. Didn't talk to the wife, didn't do much of anything. Well, the moisture in here is still pretty darn good. And everything is ready to be picked. You know what? I'll just leave it in here, see if the wife manages to do anything with it. So the first thing we're going to do, we got to hire some people. Especially way over here. So some small fields to start with. Can you sow some canola? $400? That's expensive. Then we wait 6 seconds in between. So the other thing I did do is I kept track of the canola prices day by day. As the week went around and it came back to where Saturdays where we started keeping track of the canola prices. When this next Saturday came around, the prices just vary. I didn't see no rhyme or reason of the prices whatsoever. So canola there. So yeah, I guess what you got to do is when you harvest is look at the price. If the price doesn't seem right for you, then move on, I guess, or make your own decision what you should do. I think when spring comes, we'll just harvest it whenever. Actually, I'm kind of curious. It doesn't matter because I don't have any. 663. What's it today? Actually, 663. Today is a Wednesday. Yeah, it's just random pricing. It seems like so. There's no rhyme or reason on that. So canola, please. And then we'll hire one more worker, and then we'll get in our tractor. Actually, I could start heading over there now. Get our tractor, get our seed drill. We'll start seeding some fields around here. Get it all set. I don't know how many fields I'm going to seed today. Just however much I feel like, basically. Now I gotta get used to driving around with a keyboard once again. Really? Can I? Thank you. So we got 3 workers, and now the 4th one. Make sure it's canola. $3,000. I don't have anything in here. Nope. None whatsoever. And if you remember at the end of last episode, the following day was supposed to rain, which it did. And then it was sunny, and then it had 2 days of rain after that. It like rained 4 days. It was like 4 days of rain, 4 days of sun, the next 8 days. It's like, sure, it hasn't rained in months. Now it's raining like every other day. Every other day. Where should I start is the question, right? Well, I say we start around the farm and just work our way around. It doesn't really matter as long as all the fields get canola in them. But hopefully with our 45 fields or whatever it is, it won't take us too long. Obviously we got workers, 4 workers at a time. I should talk to the wife at some point today though. It's been a couple weeks. We'll head on down here. We'll start with a small field, I guess. Starting this side, go up there, get some more done. Just try to get done what we can. And then once we get most of the fields seeded, it's pretty much just making sure that everything is fertilized the way it needs to be. So getting back on the canola prices, like I said, I kept track of it for about 2 weeks, and the prices that I wrote down for Saturday through Sunday, or Saturday through Friday, that's a week. Yeah, I went through another week, and the prices were never the same on the same day. So it's just a random number generator that spits out a number, I guess. I have no idea. I couldn't find a pattern or nothing to it, so there is that on the canola price. Or it'd be true for any crop, actually, not just canola, but all crops. And the other thing I was reading on the discussion forum, so back to what the devs have been a little bit more active in discussion forums. So back in November, in the November update, there was supposed to be an update to the models, meaning the characters, the NPCs. So someone was asking about, you know, what are the odds of us getting better looking models? When's that coming? Well, it's not coming. Yeah. So you're looking for better models, NPC characters. That update has been thrown overboard, I suppose. So don't expect that update. Which is, you know, this one thing I'm saying about these developers. They're promising things and updates. The updates come and go, and then they don't say, well, we decide not to do that. And I don't know what they're doing. I just don't. Which is kind of disappointing because this game has so much promise, and yet the developers are kind of treating it, I don't know, it's almost like they kind of given up on it. They're giving us updates with very little in it. And that last post they put up, like I went over like, oh, we're going to give you an update. This is what we're doing to the game. And after reading that note like twice, I'm like, you're not saying anything really. So we'll see. You know, sometimes they surprise us. I have no idea. Maybe they'll surprise us once again. But let's focus on our farm for now. Get some fields seeded. So after, what I'll do is I'll make sure every time I either running out of seed or I finish seeding a field, I'll check to make sure I got 4 workers always going. I'm not worried about getting all the fields done by the end of the year. It shouldn't be a problem because we can seed when it's raining out. It's not going to make our, it's not going to seed less or more whether it rains or not. Although the weather for the next few days is fine. I just want to get it done as soon as possible so we can get into the next spring and do the spring harvest. But it has been a while since we've been seeding. I probably will have to buy some seed at some point. The good thing about hiring workers is they don't use a seed that's in your stock. They buy their own. And I think, if I remember correctly, this seed roll is good enough for about 2 hectares. Somewhere around there. Can't really trust the size of the fields on the map display, as we've gone over many times before, so I'm just going to assume it's 2 hectares. And this completes our first field done. Well, I'm pretty sure that small field that we hired the first worker in, he better be done by now. It's a small field. 99.90% seeded with canola. I do have a half a tank left, but I think I'm going to go back and refill before I do more fields. That's the way I'm going to approach it. So let's see. Yep, he's got canola here. So this field, and this field are being worked on. So we're going to hire a guy for this one. So canola, our money is going to go down rapidly. But I'm off back to the barn after I almost clipped that car. Refill the seed roll. And I think I'm going to go to try to get those 2 fields done. I don't think I can do it with one. Alright, cars are spawning in everywhere. I don't think I can do it in one trip. But we'll see what happens. Alright, just doing a checkup on our workers. Still got 4 of them going over here. We are up here-ish. No, we're actually up here-ish. Got to do this field here, which is not even a hectare. Can I get back on the map, please? Thank you. And this field is 1.45, so I'm not quite sure if I can do this with this one fill of the tank. I'll probably have to go back to the farm and refill this to finish these 2 fields up. But, you know, we're not going to know until we get the job done, so let's get to it. Seems like we're moving along. Seems like we're moving along quite well. Also, watching all the traffic keep crashing in the corner. Not quite done with this field, obviously, or fields. Seed, we're down to about 20%. But I've been keeping getting the message that I'm hungry. It is in the afternoon already, so you know, probably a couple of quick bites to eat here. Sure, why not? We'll have one of those. I got plenty of them. Good chance to also check up on some workers. Looks like I got a free one. So we'll come over here, and this is a small field, so you should be able to get that done relatively quick. Make sure I did click canola. Alright, so, yep, that's got canola in it. So I got 4 workers going. 80% done, 64% done. How are you doing, sir? 60% done as well, and he's just starting there. These fields will be done, so when they get done there, I'm going to hire workers for up here. These fields are fully fertilized, so once they get seeded, I don't have to worry about them at all. And then once they get done with those fields, I'll send them on down here, and they'll do those. I'm going to, I'm going to do the best I can of helping them out getting these fields done. But obviously for them, with this me going, yeah, they're going to do much better than I do. But it's already in the afternoon, and we just had our lunch, so I'm going to take a quick lunch break. Just a few minutes here, making circles, and we'll try to finish up these fields pretty soon. We are just about out of seeds. I'm not going to quite finish the fields, but I kind of knew that going in. I should be able to finish this strip at least, right? I got 24 kilograms left. So I'll go back, top off. Make sure I get the row done. I should be able to come back and finish this field today. Or I should say these 2 fields. I know I keep saying the field because I'm doing it as one though. That's why I keep saying the field. And as I'm filling up, we'll check on our workers to see if any one of those other workers have finished. I can send them to the northwest part of the map. Got to keep an eye on the back of my seed roll because this doesn't tell you when it's out of seed. You'll just be going along and nothing will be happening. 3 kilograms left. Yeah, I'll just not even bother. We'll check on the workers here. Still got 4 guys working. Guys, gals. I think we checked last time. They're mostly old guys. 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So yeah, we're going to top off, come back, finish up this field by itself. And probably not seed anymore today. Time I get done, it'll be like 5 o'clock. I do want to talk to the wife, check up on the greenhouse, see if that's been taken care of. If not, then we'll do it. It's not going to really matter because by replanting stuff in the greenhouse, it's not going to be. It won't be done by the end of the year, I don't believe. I think it's 3 weeks. It takes the greenhouse to fully go from planting to full growth. But yeah, back to the farm, top this off, back down to the field, finish those fields off. Then I'll bring it back, we'll top it off and get it ready for tomorrow's day. Like we got, I think what we said, 45 fields, somewhere around there we have to do. I'll have done 3 of them. The workers have already done a few of them themselves. But it shouldn't take too many days to do this. I'm thinking 3, possibly 4. Some of the fields are not too big. Some of them are bigger than the ones we are doing. But the ones the workers are working on are pretty big fields over there. They're like 3 to 5 hectares each. Alright, back to the field so I can finish those off. We'll come back, top off, have a chat with the wife, and see if she's taking care of the greenhouse today or not. Just need to finish off this patch here, and we'll have done 3 fields ourselves. Feels kind of good to seed the winter canola and get it in for next spring, because you know what follows is that spring cleaning where you're just going to get boatloads of money. Now, last episode we did reach $2.6 million, I believe, for the second time. But hiring all this help, I'm sure we're going to drop down quite a bit. It may cost us pretty close to $50,000, maybe even more, to replant all these fields with canola by me hiring help and buying seed and fertilizer. But harvesting 1 field next spring, we'll repay that pretty quickly, and the rest will be pure profit if you want to look at it that way. That's the way I'm going to look at it. Glass is half full. There we go. Let's check the map. Hey, we got a worker free, so I think all these fields down here will be taken care of. So we're going to come up here, click on this map field right there. So canola. You've just hired a worker. Yeah, so we're already down to we've already lost like 10 grand by hiring workers, which is not bad considering the size of the fields and the seed and, you know, paying labor fees and all that. So it's probably going to be more. I know it said 50 grand. We've only done a few fields and 10 grand's already out the window. But we did get 3 fields done. I know I'm at 92% capacity, but we're going to go top off. Like I said, I want to spend the rest of the day, you know, chatting with the wife, because we haven't spoken to her since the 20-something of August or whatever it was. And I'm probably going to, if she didn't take care of the greenhouse, I probably will. I don't expect the greenhouse to get to full growth by the end of the year, but you know what, we'll take care of it. No sense just leaving the crops there because the wife we know is not going to take care of it. Well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say I know she's not going to take care of it. I don't have no confidence in her in doing so. Yeah, at some point I probably have to go down to the store to buy more canola seed, but I'm pretty sure I'm good for at least a couple days. When we run out, that's when we'll just take the bus down there. There's a bus stop right across from the store where you go in there and buy a whole bunch. Also, you can see the grass is starting to grow once again around the farm. I'm not going to bother because one time I mowed the yard like late September. When April comes, the grass is full grown, which I never quite understood. So yeah, we're down to already just 2,000 seed left. I think when I checked it, I think I had like 3,000 or close to 4,000. I think we'll just park the tractor and seed roll right here. It's not going to rain, at least for the next couple days, right? Nope, not for a couple days. That guy is working up here. Yep. Hey, I got another worker free. Good. You come over here. Now this field could be a little bit of an issue because there is some free-range cattle around that field. So I don't know if the worker is going to get around it. I think one of the cattle, one time I load the game up, the cattle were actually in the field. So before I go talk to the wife, let me just go check the greenhouse. Yeah, everything's still in here. So we'll harvest. We'll pick these up. We've already did the experiment of her collecting them. It went days and she didn't collect it. So did I? Okay, my game just kind of like freaked out on me there. Didn't like me spamming the E button, I suppose. Alright. Pumpkins are important because everyone likes that spicy pumpkin soup around here. No one really cares about the zucchini, so I don't know why, but they don't. So I think what we'll do is, I think I'll just plant all pumpkin this time just because the tomatoes are good because you can make the tomato soup and those cans are worth 55 health. I remember the days of eating like 10 eggs a day or something like it was. Although it seems like I do get hungrier faster than I used to. Alright, did I miss anything? One. Just one? That's good. And it's not going to hurt. I had the door open, which doesn't help. Close that. Oh good, she's over here. See, Rex is still happy. We haven't fed him since we got him. At least I haven't. Where are you going?
Hi, honey.
Good evening, darling.
I better give her a compliment because it's been weeks.
You really look beautiful today.
It is so nice to hear. Thank you.
Does Rex like me a lot too?
Hi, babe.
Good evening, darling.
Well, she can't
Nice
get
to
pregnant,
see you,
but we'll
love.
ask her.
How are you?
Well, not ask her if she's pregnant, but
I love our hen. There's a lot of life in the hen house now, and the eggs are delicious.
well, you're not taking care of the greenhouse. We'll talk about that in the off season during the winter months when we go on vacation. Timmy's still doing the Timmy thing. I know it's been a while since we've been in here, but from what I've been told, nothing changes until he comes out of the crib. He just doesn't even move. No matter how long you stare at him. Close that door so you can sleep in the peace and quiet. Yep, so the grass is growing, don't care. The cows, food is good. Chickens are good forever. How much slurry do we have? That's the question because we're going to start doing some fertilization probably next episode. Where's the, there we go. Oh, so I got enough for a full tank now. That's good. So 5 o'clock in the afternoon, like I said, there's not really a rush to get the fields done because if we go into our farm stat pages, we can see we already got 9 fields. They're not done. Obviously, I would say that there's 5 of them done and 4 in the process. So, and 7 of them need fertilization. So that's the other thing we have to keep an eye on. So we got 2 workers there. Oh, we got another free one. So you, sir, can do here. So now when I check the fields down here, it should be canola 100% or close to 100%, 100%, 100%. This guy's got to be close to being done. Yeah, he's almost done. So he'll be one of the first workers to start working down here. So like I said, we already got this section done. I mean, that's what I did today. This section done. This will be done sometime tomorrow. So they'll be all working down here. So probably by the end of the next episode or the beginning of the day after, they should be pretty much done here. So yeah, it may take a little bit longer than I thought. But these fields are smaller, so they'll zip through these hopefully a little bit quicker. That's the plan anyways. That is the plan. Yeah, I'm not going to work too hard because today is only the 12th. We got, a couple more weeks and it shouldn't take us that long. My fire is not lit. How disappointing. There, now I can relax a little bit. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It's the beginning of the seeding, yes. And like I said, hopefully it won't take us too long that we can get right into the spring. Spring means new season. We'll see if Timmy's out of the crib. He shouldn't be because it's only year 1. It takes 2 years from what I've been told. But this is Farmer's Dynasty, so who knows. But I appreciate you guys watching as always, and I'll see you next time on The Day in the Farm. But until then, have a good one.